What's up, YouTube? Excited to finally make my first training vlog. So today here's a lower body session. Focus more on power, moving the body fast, moving the bar fast. Just trying to be fast overall today. As always, I start a lower body session with some movement prep. Here's a banded TKE, so a terminal knee extension. Really working on driving up on that toe, and then at the back, squeezing that quad and that glute. Really working on that knee health. I love using these prior to squatting. Kind of warms up the knees, kind of gives me that confidence that my knees are nice and warmed up before I get in some lower body lifting. Second move is a Copenhagen plank. Great for adductor health, also just a great general prehab exercise. Now these can be regressed and progressed based on your experience. Here I'm doing a long lever, which all that means is I got my legs straight, as opposed to this next clip, which is a short lever, which is your knee is on the bench. Both great variations. You kind of progress from that short lever into that long lever. A great prehab exercise there, holding it for 20 seconds each side. Next thing we got, the third part of the movement prep, is just some single leg glute bridges. Love these for warming up the glutes, warming up the hamstrings, really focus on driving through that heel on the ground and trying to push that foot to the sky. Doing 10 reps each leg here. And for movement prep, I do anywhere between 10 and 20 reps, go 2 rounds through, and it kind of gets me warmed up for the session. Moving into some plyometric work, first thing we got, some kneeling vertical jumps. Absolutely love kneeling jumps, my all-time favorite jump. Really have to rapidly extend those hips, land, and then go straight into that next jump. Just feel springy with these. Here I'm using a hurdle, as you can see. Kind of just a foam roller with a PVC pipe on the top, and that's the beauty of it. You hit it, it comes right back down. You can regress and progress by adding plates at the bottom, building up that height. So I did 5 sets of 3, building up the height throughout each set. And again, just trying to give myself something to strive for, really get intent out of this exercise. Now, if you don't have a hurdle, you can do it onto a box. You can just do it, kneeling jump into a regular vertical jump. The goal there is just try to land and put as much force in the ground. Next one, we got broad jumps at 5 reps here, triple broads. So trying to land, go straight into that next jump, and then straight into that jump after. Really working on punching the ground. Great movement there. Love it. Kind of some power work, working on some power snatches. Now, power snatches, something's definitely a work in progress. Started doing these about 6 to 8 weeks ago. Never consistently power snatch. I've always cleaned, love Olympic lifting, just never really got into power snatches. So a lot of room for improvement here. Going from that hang position, really working on that triple extension. As you can see, just really need to get more comfortable with that overhead position. But work in progress, was fun working on those today. Did 4 sets of 3 there. Next week, some power cleans here. Did 4 sets of 3 as well, similar to those power snatches. Goal here, move that bar nice and fast. Was working with about 260 here, which is about 60% of my 1 rep max. Trying to keep that bar close. Something I struggle with is that catch position, so trying to work on that a little bit better. Keeping that bar close and not letting it crash under it. But looked pretty good today, felt good today. I was able to kind of rip it off the ground, and just fun whenever you can move a barbell fast, and love cleaning. Next thing we got is some banded speed squats. So here, super fun variation. Been squatting about 3 times a week now, and been doing this variation in the middle of the week, just trying to move the bar with intent. Did 7 sets of 3 here. Work with about 50 to 60% of your 1 rep max. I get about 55%. With that band tension, it's really pulling you down. So that eccentric on the way down is going to be nice and fast. You get to store that energy and then explode all the way up. You're getting that band tension at the top, so it's getting a little heavier as you're getting stronger, but you can really put intent to that barbell. Super fun to do. Rest about 2 minutes in between 7 sets of 3 today, moving that bar fast. And then finally finishing was just some prehab work. So love these lateral split squats. Almost like a weighted stretch. You can get nice and deep into that hip. That weight's almost assisting you into that. This is also a great movement just to work on that lateral side-to-side motion. Most of the movements we do in the weight room are forward and backwards, those squats, those RDLs, cleans, lunges. So ability to get into that side position, such an advantage just from a prehab standpoint, strengthen that groin, but also if you're a field athlete, you're changing direction, good to kind of strengthen those areas and get stronger in that. Lastly, we got some glute ham raise back extensions. Love these. Kind of brutal today. Really focusing on pausing for a second at the top of that rep and then squeezing those glutes and hamstrings. In order to hold that position, you really got to contract that posterior chain, hold it for a second. Great movement. Felt that one today. Did 12 reps there. With that prehab circuit, just love adding stuff like that at the end of it. I think it just really gives you longevity. It's low-hanging fruit, easy to add at the end of a session. and fun to do. Hey, what's up, everyone? I appreciate you guys watching the video. If anyone even watched it, you know, it's my first video. I don't have any subscribers, but super excited to actually make a YouTube channel. You know, I started lifting about 13 years ago, and I remember I religiously watch YouTube videos, especially fitness, strength and conditioning, any sort of like training or lifestyle vlog. Love watching those. So kind of cool to actually finally make my first video and have a channel to kind of produce my own content. So a little about me. You know, I've been, as I mentioned, been training since I was about 12, 13 years old. So, you know, I love weight training. I love sprinting. I love jumping, love conditioning. Kind of just love all areas of fitness, strength and conditioning, all that, sport performance, bodybuilding, lifting heavy, everything with that. So look forward to the future of this channel. Also a strength and conditioning coach and personal trainer myself. So just trying to use this channel as a way to showcase my training, kind of the stuff I like to do. You know, I think the cool thing about training, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You know, there's a million ways to train. And, you know, for me, that's what keeps it so exciting and keeps me so engaged day in and day out, week in and week out with training, because there's so many variables to manipulate. So in that video, did kind of a lower body session. Love doing those, super fun to do. But if you guys got any questions or anything, leave a comment. You can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Shannon Performance. But look forward to the future of this channel. Upload more, being consistent with that, and just providing quality videos for you guys. So appreciate everyone watching, and hope you guys have a great one.